Section 2 Unit 5, Creating Personal Success. Lesson 1, The Right Stuff for Real Estate. Lesson 2, The Reality of Realty. Lesson 3, Build Your Sphere and They Will Come. Lesson 4, Marketing Smarts. Where to spend your marketing dollars. How much should you spend on marketing, and where should you spend it? This is a question a lot of new licensees have, and instead of no one telling them the answer, everyone gives them a different answer. New licensees are targeted by advertising salespeople and lead selling firms. They know your fear, and they will feed on it, making you promises that rarely come to fruition. You may find yourself blowing several $1,000s on a lead service or advertising campaign that brings you nothing. So where should you spend your marketing dollars, and how much should you spend? As to the how much, some experts advise no more than 30% of your income should be devoted to marketing. That sounds like an awful lot, but some new licensees spend 50% or more. They see successful real estate professionals with their pictures on billboards, bus benches, and full-page ads, and they think, that's what it takes to be successful. Wrong. These professionals are still spending 30% or less of their income. They can just afford to spend more because they're making more, they're already successful. So let's talk about where your precious 30%, or less, should really go. In the order of priority. Your sphere of influence. These are the people who already know, trust and like you, and would do business with you or refer you if the opportunity arose. Stay in consistent contact, and continually refine this list. No marketing dollars or efforts should be spent elsewhere unless you are already maintaining at least monthly contact with a qualified sphere of influence list. Your farm area. This is either a geographic location, e.g., pet neighborhood, or niche, e.g., mid-century modern homes. You should maintain contact with this list by newsletter or door-to-door canvassing at least monthly. Marketing gurus used to say that it took 6 impressions before a person would refer you or do business with you. Because of the bombardment of marketing through so many channels, this number has risen to 10 to 15 impressions before a recipient of your materials will even notice your message or follow your call to action. Source, somametrics.com. Your website. You need a web presence. If your company provides a website, having a page on this site is fine, just make sure it's the best it can be. Have it proofread by your English major friend, not your office admin. If you want to brand yourself, you may want your own site. Consider a real estate blog. This costs you nothing but your time. All other advertising. You probably won't need this if you're doing numbers 1 and 2 well. In fact, you probably shouldn't do any additional advertising. However, if your farm area has a newsletter, you might place a small display ad in it each month. Forget bus benches, billboards, banner ads, or splashy display ads in home magazines. Forget leads programs. They're horrifically expensive and the return on investment is not there, no matter what the salesperson says. You're in this business to make money, not to make a name for yourself. That may certainly come with time, but if you don't make money from the beginning, you won't be in business long enough for that to happen. Building your sphere. A mistake that a lot of new real estate licensees make is letting fear of their sphere dictate their actions. They'd rather try out their newfound real estate knowledge on strangers than risk looking like a pushy salesperson by promoting their services to friends and family. Stop right there. The failure rate in this business isn't more than 80% for no reason. The reason is that many people go into it with unrealistic expectations about what it takes to succeed. Here's what it takes. Enough people who like you and trust you well enough to refer you and do business with you. That's it. So unless you're willing to wait until you've met some completely new people and built up trust and likability with them, start where you're already known, where you're already liked, and where you're already trusted. Those people are your very own sphere. Identifying your sphere. Start identifying your sphere by writing down a list of your contacts, including friends, family, school friends, groups and associations you belong to, neighbors, vendors you do business with regularly, former customers from other businesses where you've worked, professionals such as your doctor, accountant, or lawyer, teachers and professors. Thumb through your email account address list, your holiday card list, your checkbook register, and your tax receipts to jog your memory. Announcing your career. In the beginning, you should announce your new career to everyone on this list. You can do this most easily by sending announcement cards. Many real estate firms will provide announcement cards. If not, get your own at a stationery supply store. Personalize the announcement cards. Link your decision to start your real estate career to something the recipient already knows about you. For instance, you worked with them at a fast food restaurant. I've gone from flipping burgers to flipping houses. I'm happy to announce that I've just joined. You were in sales in another profession. Instead of selling I'm now selling houses. This month, I joined. You get the idea. Try to help them see why you made the shift and remind them of how they know you, and how that connects with your new career. Always include 2 business cards. Ordering your business cards can take 1 to 2 weeks, so this should happen the moment you've selected a brokerage to join. One is for them to keep, the other is for them to give to the next person they meet who's looking for a real estate professional. Ask for business. Always ask for the business. Brian Buffini of the real estate coaching firm Buffini & Company recommends concluding every communication with, "By the way, I'm never too busy for any of your referrals." You can modify this in your announcement, "I'm off to a great start, but I'm never too busy for any of your referrals," and later, tailor it when you're announcing a recent win to, "Although business is booming, I'm never too busy for any of your referrals." This tells your contacts that you value them enough to value anyone they refer. Cull your list. After you get your initial announcement out, you'll want to pare your list down based on whether people will refer you. For instance, you probably wouldn't keep someone on the list whose brother is a real estate licensee in your area. Why spend time marketing to someone who will never refer you? Buffini & Company recommends refining your list by sorting it into these categories. A plus, people who have given you multiple referrals or who have worked with you several times, and you enjoyed the experience. A. People who have given you one referral and from whom you would like to receive more. B. People who would refer people to you if they were asked to do so and shown how. C. People who might refer to you in the future. D. People who can be deleted from your list. In fact, do that now, before you ever send them anything. You know who they are. Now you're asking, how do I know if they would refer me? That's where qualifying the list comes in. Pick 10% of your list to work with at a time and contact them. Ask each one, if you wanted to buy or sell a home, or had a friend or family member who was in the market, do you have a real estate professional you would refer them to? This helps you avoid wasting your time, and there's marketing to someone who'd never refer you. Buffini & Company calls this the mayor campaign, because it's similar to what a mayoral candidate would ask if running for office, "Would you vote for me?" Stay in touch. Try to meet face-to-face with each person in your sphere at least quarterly. Keep a log so you don't let anyone drop off your list. Listed in order of impact, some ways of staying in touch include face-to-face meetings, phone calls, handwritten notes. These are so rare that people love getting them. Make sure to write a note after every face-to-face meeting. Do not enclose a business card here. This is a relationship-building activity, period. Newsletters. Although monthly newsletters are last in this list, so few real estate salespeople bother that they can really make a difference in your business. But don't make it a marketing piece, make it an informational vehicle. That's far more effective in establishing trust and credibility. No one likes to be sold to. If you don't do this, if you don't build and qualify that list and continually refine and add to your list as you meet new people, your career in real estate may be very short-lived. If you do keep your list updated, you will be among the few who do make it in this business, and if you do it consistently and maintain contact and do solid work as a real estate professional, you can be a top producer. Real estate reality. Here are some things you don't often learn in real estate pre-licensing coursework that you should know. Real estate involves nights and weekends. You need to be available when your clients are off work, and that means a lot of evening and weekend work. Real estate is not a hobby. It's a business. As such, you need to be disciplined and diligent. No manager or boss will be standing over you, asking you whether you completed your to-do list for the day. The risks are great, and the rewards are there if you put the time in. And if it were easy, anyone could do it. Most real estate professionals don't work hard enough. If they did, they'd all be top producers. You may not make money for the first 6 months to a year. Even if you hit the ground running and get a client your first day, and you likely won't, it may take 3 to 6 months to close your first deal. If you don't have at least 6 months living expenses set aside, don't jump into this field. You're also going to need around $2,000 to $4,000 for startup costs, licensing, MLS, memberships, marketing materials, and errors and omissions insurance. You will work for free a lot. Buyers will leave you after you've spent months showing them properties. Deals will fall through. Listings will expire. You'll spend many of your Sundays at open houses and leave with nothing to show for it. But sometimes, you'll take a call out of the blue that will turn into a listing that sells in 2 weeks with no hiccups on the way to closing, and you'll pick up a check for $8,000 for 12 hours of work. Not every client is a match. As with all service-based businesses, it's all about the relationship. You'll find that some clients just mesh better with you, and you with them. You might like young families, first-time home buyers, empty nesters, or executives. You might like accountants, engineers, and lawyers. Someone has to. If you find yourself working with a client and the match isn't there, it may be best to refer that client to a colleague, take the referral fee, and concentrate your efforts where they'll be appreciated. Real estate has a long memory. That agent you had that run-in with? You'll likely see him on one of your upcoming deals. Try to maintain a good working relationship with everyone, even your competitors. Don't flex your muscles just to show off for your clients. It may work in this deal, but you may find yourself facing a tiger at the next. And if you're difficult to work with, word will get around. Not everyone in this business is ethical. You'll find out quickly that a lot of agents are doing things wrong. That doesn't mean that you should. Always stay within the rules, regulations, laws, and ethics of your profession. Reputations catch up to people. And being able to sleep at night is its own reward. But it's not all bad news. You'll also have the potential to make good money. You're essentially your own boss. You're in a position to meet lots of interesting people, and you have the satisfaction of helping your clients with one of the biggest and most meaningful purchases that they will ever make, their home. Not bad for a day's work, yes, likely on the weekend. Making it as a new licensee. Spend time where it counts. Maximize your sphere and maximize your time. Spend most of your time with those who would refer you. Spend it on activities that will make you money. This includes forming new connections every day. Spend money where it counts. Although leads programs and splashy ads are tempting, the return on investment is minimal. Sphere marketing and farming, marketing to a geographic niche, bring much better returns. Spend energy where it counts. You get to decide who you work with, too. You don't want to spend time with people who don't respect you as a professional, and you don't want their referrals, because like attracts like. Focus. Select a niche or geographical area to hit and keep hitting it hard, without harassing people. You may not get results right away, but don't give up 3 feet from the goal. Stay in touch with clients. Every time you do business with clients with whom you'd like to work again, add them to your database and stay in touch. Clients know other people who need services. Surveys shown that 80% of real estate licensees don't stay in touch with their clients. Commit to your goals. Those who succeed in this business are the people who work hard at it, whether they have a deal in the works or not. Be organized. Keep a to-do list, and make sure you accomplish what's on your list. Have a goal to work toward, and work toward that goal every day. Continue to educate yourself in the field. The difference between a dabbler and a professional is that a dabbler only works in the profession of real estate, a professional also works on the profession. Get a mentor. Volunteer for your local real estate board. Attend the meetings. Connect with other licensees. Watch YouTube videos. Read books. Attend seminars. Add credentials. Go to every open house in your farm area. That way, when a client asks you about a house, you can speak from the perspective of having already seen it. Be a credit to your profession, and your career will benefit.